My first payout after 4 years. When I started trading with signals. Then I loaded up $100 into a live account. Then I paid about, I think, I can't remember the exact amount, but I paid for a signal group. The issue with this signal was that there was no fixed time anytime they sell a setup. They sell a setup either in the morning, in the afternoon, in the night. They were just trading all sections, and I could not just keep up. Even when I thought I got the hang of the signal because I paid for 3 months signal, I didn't wasn't still able to keep up. I remember even the third month I wasn't able to keep up. So with this signal, I didn't really make money. I lost all the money. The signal, not only that signal, I was also taking out a different setup, few signal. And if any group that was just posting free signal at the time, I was actually taking free signals from any group that were just sending out signals. So after the signals, I started watching a lot of live streams. I was like, I'm done taking signals because I could not just keep up with the signals. Either they will change their stop loss or their TP, or as a result, I'll take a loss 95% of the time. I took a loss, and in this industry, if you're a little bit late, you're going to take a loss. So I started watching live stream because I wanted to watch and learn them live trade. So even the signal provider I was using was in a lot of live stream. And, just to get that mentorship up, they would do live stream so that you can see how they trade. I was partaking a lot in them, entering all that Zoom calls. I remember mornings I would burn hours just watching live stream just so I can see how they trade. Then I noticed something about all these signal providers, probably those people that send signal. Majority of the time they have this A to C setup. By A is like a top list setup, B is like that semi list, and C is like that third list setup. So maybe that's like setup give or take 95% of the time they have like a 20% win rate, 20% probability, and they send it to free signal. So when they send it, there's not really a probability they'll win, but they send it. So when they win, they're always like, yeah, most of the time they don't take it, and even if they take it, majority of the time they take it on like demo. I kind of noticed that. So from the signal provider, since I took a lot of losses and the course and the mentorship wasn't really giving me a lot of information, I started researching YouTube, reading articles, blogs, and then since I then started demo trading. I eventually lost the $100 completely. Then I just started demo trading, and I didn't take any more course. I didn't look at all those trading signal, all those free courses because of I joined a lot of Telegram groups. So in just Telegram group, those paid mentorship that were a lot of money, I was able to get that courses for free. Yeah, those people mentioned a lot of money. I got the courses for free. I started joining Discord communities as well. There are a lot of communities out there for traders, just who are learning out. A lot of people are willing to help you. At least create a community so that you can find relatable people. Because trading is not that type of industry that there's a lot of people, and it's not that type of industry where a lot of people surviving. The the industry is weird, after a while everybody loses interest, and give or take, they go. So at the time I was trading 27 pairs. I was trading 27 pairs, the whole 27 forex pairs. Then eventually I got to know something. When I took this loss, I come to realize that nobody trades the whole 27 pairs. Even the person that was giving me signal provider, when I was streaming and everything, it doesn't trade up 27. A lot of YouTubers don't trade up 27 pairs. I was telling myself, by failure, by looking at 27 pairs. So I cut it to 7 major pairs. I also learned the importance of stop loss during this 27 pairs. There was a time price move in the wrong direction 100 pips in a day, and I did say stop loss. There was a time I got some YouTube advice that you don't need to set stop loss to trade. So the price moved 100 pips to the wrong direction. I remember I lost money. Yeah. I remember I lost money. I lost a shit ton of money because I actually then deposited like $20 for live trading, and I lost the money. I was like, back to demo trading. So I started trading all the major pairs. I was trading them, just sticking to the major pairs. And since I've learned the importance of news, I was also studying this bit of news to get up to track and make sure, okay, that never repeats itself, because I lost that $20 really fast. It was one trade and I lost this really fast. Then I also started limiting my section. I could not just trade in the night and the afternoon and the morning. No, that was putting too much cluster on myself. Because I remember at some point I was looking at the chart every day, every time, not every day. Whether I take a loss, I take a win. I would just wait. If my account was done, like my account has gotten liquidated, I'll be looking at the charts. It was really, really bad for my mental health, and I got to discover about the importance of sticking to a session. So I decided to just London session. It's all my time, and I was actually free during that time. Also, because I was consuming a lot of YouTube videos and I was going for mentorship to Telegram communities to a lot of blog posts, I was strategy hopping. I didn't really have a strategy. I'll use this strategy, I'll use this strategy, I'll use this strategy, I'll use this strategy, and I started using different strategies. I also learned about multi-time frame analysis from the 4 hour, the 1 hour to the 15 minutes, the 15 minutes, the 5 minutes to the 1 minute, the importance of multi-time frame analysis and confluence. Eventually, at first, I didn't really see the importance of it, but I later started to see the importance from the huge long-term trend to the short-term trend, and they were all clicking in. I was able to read them through the charts. Then, because I was strategy hopping, at some point I was using indicators, using trend lines, using support and resistance. Everything was just messy on my charts. At some point, I could not just read my own charts, like because I was also journaling. So when I look at my charts, I could not just read my own charts. It looked so messy. I started to simplify my chart. I said, okay, I'm not going to use trend line. I do not use trend line anymore. But I said I was not going to use indicator. Everybody knows indicator lags and the quick way to set a failure. I just use promise support and resistance because of that was the core principle, and they were just cleaner in my eyes. I could follow them with the trend, and I simply understood them. I think these days are called liquidity zones or something like that, but I could just simply understood them. So at this point, I then started to stick to one trade per day because of even when I stick to 7 pairs per day, I started taking 3 pairs max per day. And I know when I started telling myself I'll take 3 pairs max per day, I actually was not forcing myself to take 3 pairs per day. Like if I'll make sure that I take 3 pairs per day, that's if I don't see 3 pairs in a day, I'm not taking a trade, which was a very, very bad strategy. I was looking at the market and if I don't see 3 pairs in a day, I've never seen a trade. So that was really, really bad. I now then decided to reduce it to say, okay, I'm going to from 2 to 1 because I then downloaded my history from MT5. I was looking at my history, seeing okay, this pair worked for me. And from those 7 pairs, there were about 2 or 3. There were 3 I was never able to ever win, took losses in them, no matter how I really, so I strapped them out. Then I kept the 2 most important that okay, I always win them regularly, and I was like, okay, I'll take 2 to 1 per day. That was it. That was what I told myself. So this was many months in, many years actually. I remember at this point I've lost a lot of money. I can't remember the example, but I've lost a lot of money. So at this point, everybody was like, you know what, give up. You've tried. My mom thought it was an obsession. At some point, she was like, you should just stop trading. You might start to stop trading. When someone tells you it works for somebody, it might not work for you. That statement can be so annoying. Like, okay, so is that person God's favorite child and I'm not God's favorite child? And are you telling me all my years and the amount of work I've put in is not going to give me results? It just pisses you off. You get that kind of statement. I don't know why it pisses me off. Like, I can tell me work for somebody does not work for you. So she was like, you have done your best. You should give up. And at the moment, I didn't want to give up. What like I said, I've kept years in. This was years in, not months in. This was years in. Everybody was advising me it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. So then after a while, I knew about because of demo trading was bad, and I didn't have money to put my live account. So I knew about prop firm trading. So I remember taking FTMO demo prop firms, and I actually passed them. I passed the prop firm challenge. So I decided, okay, I told my mom, okay, she was like, okay, let's just try this one more time. So she gave me money, and I was like, okay, let's try live my forex fund account. I used my forex fund. So when I tried the live account, I actually lost. Yeah, I blew the challenge. I actually blew the challenge. Honestly, I don't really understand how I passed the demo and I blew the challenge because the demo was 2 weeks. They were giving me 2 weeks to pass the demo, and the live challenge was a whole month. So it was just weird to me how I feel the life challenge. It was really, really well to me. At that point, I was really tired. I was depressed. The way when you do something, you expect to see result. I was really, really tired, and I was just really depressed. But at the same time, I wasn't giving up. I was trying to reach out to all those profitable traders from the prop firm, because when you pass a prop firm, back in the day, they give you a certificate and they give you an interview. So when they give them an interview, I check their social media to follow up on them. There's a lot of them I messaged. I was asking them for advice, but they keep giving me the normal advice, working on psychology, working on risk management. No, none of them talking about strategy because of I feel like that was something that is not as important. Strategy and trading, that's not something. The only thing we talk about was risk management, psychology, and sticking to your plan and don't revenge trade. But when someone tells you all this, it's something I've been hearing for years. Like I know all of this already. So it was just at this moment it was pissing me off. It was really, really pissing me off. So I took a break from trading, I just took a break. I took a 6 months break from trading. Then a friend of mine was like, okay, I should just give it another try. I should give it a try. And I was like, you know what, let me give it a try. But this time I was not going to put 100% of my energy inside. I was going to put like 20% of my energy, considering I already have a ton of experience doing it. So Then I also wanted to take a different route. This time I didn't want to focus on like all this that I focused on before. So this time I wanted to focus on psychology. So I did something different. I back tested more of apart from back test, I focused on my psychology. There were a lot of things I learned when I started focusing on my psychology, you know, like trading in the zone and all like I read a lot of trading books, so but like now I trade in the zone compared to then. So I took this break, I came back, I started focusing on my psychology, back testing, used my formal knowledge, and since I just bought another prop firm, I said, okay, let me just see how it's gonna go. So I passed the challenge. I was like, oh, that's cool. Then I actually got my first payout. So actually, this first payout is actually a different feel. Like I don't know how to say. I know it's the first of many. More to come. I swear on God, I know more to come. When you do something once, okay, and it's not by luck. You know they use a strategy to do it. You just know more to come. For a lot of aspiring traders, I'll just let you guys know that you don't want to give up. Trading is not really easy. It's very hard. Nobody's going to understand the struggle you're going through. And when I first started trading, I wanted to just make a lot of money. But along the line, I started to fall in love with the process. Like now, I'm not focused about the money. The money will come. I just know the money will come. It's based on skill set. The money will definitely come. And I've come to realize that money is not real. Something I've come to realize. I thank God that I now realize that money is not real. So I'm just going to focus on the skill set, trust the process, and nobody's going to understand where you're going to, like why and where you want to go to. But in due time, you just have to keep pushing yourself, keep pushing yourself. It's not going to come naturally or easy. It's going to take time, but do not give up. So that's the journey to my first payout. No, okay. Before we end the video, don't forget to like, don't forget to share, don't forget to subscribe. Also, feel free to tell me your trading story in the comment section below. I'm more than willing to hear your story. Just sum it up. Thank you.